So just come into that comfortable seat on the block, knees wide. Again, arms by your side, hands on your knees, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just focusing here on your breath. As you take a deep inhale, filling your belly, ribs, and lungs all the way to the top. Hold the length of the crown of your head. Let it all go in your exhale. Full breath in. Full exhale. Noticing your ribs expanding in all dimensions as you take that big breath in. All go on your exhale. It's a breath here. This breath in, fill all the way to the top. Seal your lips and now breathing in and out through your nose. All go on your next breath out. Release your hands towards your knees if they were on your heart and belly, and shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then relax them down. One more time. Have a seat on a block. Gently release that block off to the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows and lift your gaze. Cactus your arms. Inhale, arms overhead. Gaze the center. Exhale, bend and lift. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, deep bend, lift your gaze. Inhale, come back through center, hands at heart. Extend your right leg long. Bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend inside of your right leg. Deep stretch all along the left side body. Gently peering out underneath your left armpit. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Hold that twist, plant your left hand, press your hips forward, reach your arm up and back, finding stargazer. Exhale, slowly lower the hips. Extend your left leg long, bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of your left leg. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend to the inside of your left leg. Reaching your right arm overhead. Feeling the stretch all along the right side body. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Twist, look over your right shoulder. Hold the twist, plant your right hand, press your hips forward, reach your left arm up and back. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the left arm. Keep your left leg long. Extend your right leg long. Dragonfly stretch so that nice and tall with a long spine. Walk your hands out in front of you. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks. You're welcome to stay up as tall or come down deeper into that forward fold. Ensure both sit bones are grounded and towards the mat beneath you. Here for one more round of breath. Your knees together and finding a tabletop at the center of your body. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Scary cat and cow. On your exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine, create space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze, spread your collarbone wide. Exhale, untuck your toes, press into your finger pads. Round your spine an inch closer to the sky. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine. Back to a neutral spine. Bump the hips side to side. Moving here, any organic movement that feels comfortable. You can take barrel rolls. You can tuck your toes and press your hips back towards your heels. Gently come back to center. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, sweep under and hold. Inhale, one more. Exhale, thread your right arm all the way under and through the left side body. Release your right cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. Press into your left hand to pull your left hip away from the floor. Feeling that stretch in your right shoulder and all along your left rib cage. Press into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale, release your right hand under your right shoulder. Extend your right leg straight back. Flex your right toes. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift and hold. Point the right toes. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rainbow tap to the left side. Kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side tap. Big arch up and over, flexing your foot, looking over your left shoulder. Stay here. You can rock forwards and backwards. Open up the outer hips. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Release your right knee to the outside of your left knee, calf, or ankle. Keep your right toes tucked and then press your hips back. Even legs in tabletop. Inhale, rock forward, stacking your shoulders over your wrist. Lengthen your right leg and draw it up and out to the outer right hip. We're going to find gate pose. Seal that right foot on the floor, tuck your left toes, and then press the hips back and forward. Stacking your shoulders on top of your wrist. Walk your hands in towards your left knee. Inhale, arms overhead. Good morning, Kate. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend to the right. Left bicep hugs your left ear. Gate pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your left hand to the floor or a block to the outside of your left knee. Reach your right fingertips long, long line of energy from your right pinky all the way into your right fingertips. Now lift that right leg, flex your right toes, kneeling, half moon, reach your right arm to the sky. Pulse it here for 3, 2, and 1. Plant your right foot. Release your right hand under your shoulder. Pivot your left toes and then step your right knee back under your hip for your tabletop. Bump the hips side to side. And repeat the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left arm to the sky, gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, sweep, hover, and hold. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Release your left cheek or ear towards the floor. Stay here with your right hand boxed out. To get deeper, press into your right hand as you pull your right hip away from the floor. Deepen the sensation in your right hip and your left shoulder. Continue to press into your right hand. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your left hand under your left shoulder. Extend your left leg straight back, flex through your left toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift, hip height. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift and stay. Point the toes. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rainbow tap to the right side. Kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Kick it straight back. Big arch up and over to the outer right side, pressing the ball of your left foot to the floor. Looking over your right shoulder to see your left toes. Back forwards and backwards. Finding movement here that feels comfortable. Stack your shoulders back over your wrist. Release your left knee to the outside of your right leg. Keep your left toes tucked and then press your hips back. Feeling the stretch along the outer hips here. Eagle legs in tabletop. Rock forward, stacking your wrists back under your shoulders. Straighten that left leg and then bring it up and over to the outside of your left hip for gate pose. Tuck your right toes and then press your hips back and forward, trying to keep the left foot sealed towards the floor. Hips towards your right heel. One more. Rock forward, shoulders over your hips. Walk your hands towards your right knee. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, single cactus. Lift your gaze, elbows wide. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend over your left leg. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand by your right knee on the floor or on a block. Stretch your left fingertips long. Feel the stretch all along the left side. To find kneeling half moon, lift your left leg, reach your left arm to the sky. Flex your left toes, holding and breathing. Pulse it for 3, 2, last one. Plant your left leg, lower your left hand, pivot your right toes, step your left knee in to meet the right. We're back at that tabletop. Walk your hands a palm print forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips coming into our first downward facing dogs. Biceps hug your ears. That's so weird because when you were talking, Kate, it was breaking up for me. Is it better now? It's so weird. I know it kept kicking me off Zoom last night with the class, but the music kept playing on Spotify, so I'm thinking it might be a Zoom issue. Hopefully it goes away. So from down dog, gently pedal out the heels, I'll try to keep an eye on the camera. Deep bend and extend to one knee at a time as your biceps continue to hug in towards your ears. With a deep bend in both your knees, walk your feet towards your wrists, coming to the top of your mat. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, crown of your head pulling away from your body. Exhale, forward fold, release all the way down. Toe heel your feet wide as your mat. Heels in, toes slightly turned out, and grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Create a slight bend in your knees and gently sway side to side. Just like a creepy Halloween sway from one side to the other. Sway back through center. Release your hands towards the floor. Create a deep bend in both of your knees. We're going to find Yogi Squat Malasana. You can keep your hands on the floor or on blocks. You can bring your hands to heart center. Elbows pressing, your knees open. You can stay on your toes for an added challenge. Maybe try lifting one and then the other. Holding here in your yogi squat for 2 more rounds of breath. Gently release your hands towards the floor blocks. Lift your hips up, coming back into that slightly wide-legged forward fold. Toe heel your feet back under your hips. Slowly rise all the way up, head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive. Roll your shoulders back. Once you get there, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release your right arm by your right side. Side bend to the right. Bump your hips to the left. Inhale, back through center, arms overhead. Exhale, release your left arm by your left side. Deep side bend to the left. Bump your hips to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands to heart. Bind your fingers, releasing your index and your thumbs for a steeple grip. Draw your arms back overhead, biceps hugging towards your ears. Side bend to the right, bumping your hips to the left. Stay here for a balance challenge. You can try lifting your left leg. Gently release your left foot back into your hip. Inhale, arms overhead. Lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the left, hips to the right. Stay here. Try lifting that right leg. Gently release your right foot under your hip. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, release your hands to your lower back. Fingertips facing down, or you can bind your hands behind your back, opening up your chest and your shoulders. Gaze up, look up. Release your bind. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands towards your toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet back, coming into a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press into your finger pads. Once you arrive, untuck your toes, mini cobra. Little to no weight in your palms. Exhale, lower back down. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Option to find upward facing dog. Come into down dog, press the hips up, pedal, pedal, pedal. From your down dog, lower your heels, inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Kick out your right leg straight back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Kick it back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step your right foot between your palm. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, cactus lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift. One more. Lift and stay. Pivot your left toes, arms out to the horizon, warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend. One more. Deep bend into your front right knee. Extended side. Reach your fingertips long. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Back to warrior two, arms to the horizon. Straighten your front right leg. Pivot your right toes to the long edge of your mat. Release your hands to your lower back. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Pause halfway. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And then release all the way down. Head, neck, and shoulders pulling towards the floor. You're welcome to keep your hands on your lower back or bind it for a shoulder stretch. At any point in time, you can release your hands towards the floor for support. To find a ragdoll, grab opposite elbows and find a gentle sway from side to side, keeping a micro bend in your knees. Just allowing the arms to move from right to left. Gently sway back through center. Release your hands towards the floor. Right hand stays on the floor on a block. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. Exhale, plant your left hand to meet the right. Inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your right hand. Tee out your arms. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms out to the horizon. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat, finding warrior one. Right toes to 12 o'clock, left toes to about 9 or 10 o'clock. Deep bend that front right knee. Try to keep the back sole of the foot glued to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning warrior. Hinge forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise. Two more. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Press off of your back foot. Find chair at the top of the mat. Sink your hips, pulse it for 3. That's 2. Hold it low, sweep your right arm back. And forward, left arm. One more time, each side. Double arm sweep, both arms extend back. Reach it forward. Arm sweep, heel lift. Lower down one more time, engage your quads. Inhale, rise up. We're gonna find tree, left leg is your base. Seal the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg, on your ankle, your calf, or your thigh. Arms can stay overhead. Maybe you want to challenge your balance to gaze up, look up. If you fall out, that's okay. Just come back into it. Hopefully you don't have a moving fan in front of you. All right, bring your hands back to heart center. I'm going to pivot to the top of the mat. Stay just where you are. Bend into your front left knee. Hinge at your hips. Plant your hands, step your right foot back for runner's lunge. Toe heel your left foot towards the outer edge of your left wrist. We're going to find lizard pose here. Fun little creepy pose for Halloween. Option to lower that back knee or keep it lifted. You can stay on your forearms, your wrists, come down to blocks. Pivot to that outer edge of your left foot. Open up your left hip. If your right knee is lifted, gently release that knee down. Untuck your right toes, walk your hands under your shoulders. Release your left hand to the inside of your left knee and gently press that knee open. Look over your left shoulder for a deeper twist. Come back to center, plant your left hand, and now toe heel your left foot over to your right wrist. We're going to find pigeon pose. Release your left knee towards your left wrist. Maybe you want to slide that right leg back by tucking your toes. Option to place a block under your left hip to keep the hips square. You can also use those blocks to walk your hands to center for a gentle back bend. Forward fold at any time, hands or forearms to blocks or your mat. Find a gentle sway that feels comfortable on this side. Sway back through center, walk your hands under your shoulders. Draw that right heel in towards your glutes. Reach your left arm back toward your right toes. Maybe you grab your foot. Maybe you just reach, pulling that right heel in towards your right glute with or without the help of your left hand for a right quad stretch. Release your right foot, release your left hand. Lower to your left hip, just like we're sitting down on that left side. Slide your right knee directly out from your right hip. We're going to do a hip mobility drill, 90-90. Both knees are bent. Place your hands behind your back. Lift your knees to the sky, plant your feet on the floor, and then rotate to the back of your mat. Now the right knee is forward. Gently place your hands behind your back, knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Rotate back to the top. One more time, back and then front. We're going to add on knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Rotate to the back, both knees on your mat. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, press forward, reach your arms back. Bring your hands to heart center on the floor, slowly lower all the way down. Use those blocks if you need to. Feet on the floor, knees to the sky, rotate back to the top of the mat. Make sure both knees are on the mat. Engage your core, lift your hips forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Plant your hands and slide your right leg back, coming back to that pigeon pose. Keeping your right toes tucked, tent your fingers and lift your hips, planting that left foot right where it was. For a curtsy pyramid. Walk your hands back to frame your left foot on the floor or on blocks. You can create a bend in one or both of your knees. Just like a traditional pyramid pose, you want to pull the hips in a counterclockwise motion. So that front leg, that hip is going to pull back as your right hip presses forward, keeping the hips square. Feeling that stretch all along the outer left leg. Bend back into that left knee, walk your hands a palm print forward. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Rock forward to a high plank and find your flow. Option to lower down to your knees. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out, come back to your breath. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side to keep everything symmetrical. Lower your heels towards the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Kick your left leg straight back, hips are square. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot between your palms. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Lengthen through your fingertips. Pull that right heel back. Exhale, cactus lunge. Inhale, rise. Two more. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift, pivot your right toes. Arms to the horizon, warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Straighten that left leg. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and stay. Extended side. Option to lower that left arm to your left thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to warrior two, arms to the horizon. Straighten your left leg, pivot your left toes to the long edge. Release your hands to your lower back or bind your hands. Open up your chest, gaze up, look up. Deep breath in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Release all the way down. Same options, arms to the sky to open up your chest. Release your hands at any time towards the floor. Find that gentle sway with a ragdoll or with your hands on the mat. Allowing your forehead to pull towards the floor. If any part of your body is grazing the floor, toe heel your feet closer together. Gently sway back through center, release your hands towards the floor. Walk your hands over to your right foot, left hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Gaze up, look up, deep twist. Exhale, release your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands through center and this time over to your left foot. Right hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your left hand to meet the right. Walk your hands back through center. Tee out the arms. Engage your backside. Squeeze your thighs towards one another. Inhale, rise all the way up. Pivot your toes to the front of the mat. Find warrior one. Deep bend that front left knee. Back right leg is straight. Right toes at 45. Inhale, lengthen through your fingertips. Exhale, warrior crescent. Hinge forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. One more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. As you rise, press into your left foot. Release your right foot to meet the left. Find chair at the top. Pulse it for 3. That's 2. Hold it low. Left arm sweeps back. And forward, right arm. And forward one more time each side. Nice control. Inhale, lift, double arm sweep. Lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Try to move nothing in your upper body, just the heels lift. And lower. One more. You've got this. Inhale, rise up. Find tree. Right leg is your base. Drawing the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right foot, ankle, calf, or thigh. Holding and breathing. Maybe you want to try different arms. Maybe you want to find a gentle sway. Abs are engaged. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Holding here in your tree. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn and face the front. Bring your hands to heart center, bend into your front right knee, hinge at your hips, kick your left leg straight back, plant your hands to frame your right foot. Finding runner's lunge, toe heel your right foot towards the outer edge of your mat. Stay here in your lizard, option to lower to your forearms, option to lower that back left knee. Take what you need on this side, tipping to that outer edge of your right foot. If your left knee is lifted, gently release it to the floor. Untuck your left toes, walk your hands under your shoulders. Release your right hand to the inside of your right knee. Gently pull that right knee away from your midline and look over your right shoulder. Deep spinal twist. Back to center. Plant your hands under your shoulders and then toe heel your right foot toward your left wrist. Release your right knee toward your right wrist for pigeon. You can slide that left leg back. Great option to use a block under your right hip to keep it square. You can also use those blocks at any height to walk your hands toward your midline. Maybe find a tiny or deep back bend. Stay here as long as you'd like. You're welcome to walk your hands forward on the floor or on blocks out in front of you. Getting a little bit deeper in that pigeon stretch. Maybe find a gentle sway. Neither hip has to touch the floor. Just adding some movement here, side to side. Back through center, plant your hands under your shoulders. Draw your left heel in towards your glutes and reach your right arm back behind you. Drawing that left heel in towards your glutes. Feel the stretch all along your left quad. Whether your right hand holds on to your left foot, maybe your pant leg, or just reaching. Release your left leg, release your right hand under your shoulder. Lower to your right hip. I'm just going to pivot around to the other side. From your pigeon pose, lower to your right hip. Slide that left knee up and away, 90 degrees from your hip. 90-90 hip draw on this side. Release your hands behind your back. Lift your knees to the sky, plant your feet on the floor, rotate to the back of the mat. 90-90 hip mobility. Gently place your hands behind you, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of the mat. We're going to repeat that again, back and front, adding that hip lift, knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Make sure both knees are on your mat for support. Inhale, lift, press your hips forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Use blocks or hands at heart center. Inhale, lift your knees to the sky, plant your feet on the floor, rotate to the top of the mat. Ensuring both knees are on your mat. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, press it forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Lower your right hip, plant your hands and slide that left leg back, coming back to your pigeon. Walk your hands a little bit closer in towards your midline. Tuck your left toes, lift your hips, coming into curtsy pyramid. Draw your hands closer to frame your right foot. Hands on the floor or on blocks. Pull the right hip back to press the left hip forward, keeping your hips square and in one line. Feeling the stretch all along the outer right leg. You can create a bend in one or both of your knees. Hold it here for one more round of breath. Curtsy pyramid. Bend into your front right knee, walk your hands a palm print forward. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Press into your high plank, exhale, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes, press up mini cobra. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage, full cobra, press all the way up. Look over your right shoulder, back to center, over your right shoulder, back to center. Slowly bend your elbows, lower all the way down. Walk your hands back on your shoulders. Slide your left knee out from your left hip for half frog. Just resting your chin or your forehead onto the mat or on a block to keep your neck at a neutral spine. Press into your palms, lift up, cobra pose and half frog. Walk your left hand a palm print forward and thread your right arm under and through the left side body. Plant your right cheek or ear on the floor on a block for support. Draw your left palm on top of the right. Keeping your right hand and your left knee glued to the floor. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Deep spinal twist. Gently release your left hand to meet the right. Bring your left palm back in front of your shoulder. Release your right hand from your threading the needle. Plant your right hand, set any blocks off to the side and lower down. Slide your left leg out long and extend your left arm out from your shoulder. We're going to find broken wing on the left side. Relax that left leg, press into your right hand, lift your right leg to the side. Tip to the outer edge of your left hip, and then bend your right knee behind or in front of your left leg. Opening up your left shoulder and your right hip, knee to the sky, holding and breathing. Gently rock back onto your belly. Both hip bones press into the floor. Walk your left hand under your left shoulder. Slide your right knee out from your right hip for half frog on this side. And just breathing here. Chin or forehead gently relaxed into the floor without forcing it. Walk your hands a palm print forward, press into your palms, lift your chest. Thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Release your left cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. Put your right palm on top of the left. Keeping your left hand and your right knee glued to the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Deep spinal twist, gazing up or down. Release your right hand back on top of the left. Plant your right hand in front of your shoulder. Unweave your left arm, plant it down. Release down. Slide your right leg straight back. Hands under your shoulders. Release your right arm out from your shoulder. Keep your left hand boxed out. Relax your right leg. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Pivot to your right hip and bending your left knee in front or behind your right leg. Broken wing on this side, opening up your right shoulder and your left hip. And just breathing. Gently using your arms, rock back onto your belly. Both hips to the floor. Walk your right hand under your shoulder. Press yourself up and back to a child's pose. Knees draw wide. Sink your hips towards your heels and relax your forehead to the floor or to a block. Actively reaching your fingertips to the top of the mat. Deep inhale, deep exhale. From your child's pose, walk your hands over to the left side. Hands can be on or off of your mat. Feeling that stretch all along the right side body. Box out your left hand to the outside of your left knee. Press into your left palm as you draw your right shoulder closer towards the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm to meet the right. Walk your hands back through center, and this time over to the right side of your mat. Lengthening all along the left side body. Box out your right hand to the outside of your right knee. Press into your right palm and draw your left shoulder closer to the floor. Inhale, reach your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands back through center. Release your forehead down. Bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch at the crown of your head. Stay here to open up your chest, shoulders, and triceps. Draw your thumbs closer towards the nape of your neck. Maybe you want to walk your elbows closer to the top of the mat to get a little bit deeper in that tricep. It's continuing to pull towards your heels, elbows to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your arms long to the top of the mat. Press yourself up, coming to a tabletop at the center of your mat. Lower to your left or right hip. Reach your legs out long, arms out in front. Slowly lower all the way down. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Once you arrive, reach your arms and legs long in opposite directions. Create a tiny arch in your lower back for a full body stretch. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. Release your head, neck, and shoulders and draw the soles of your feet to the sky for happy baby. Grabbing a hold of the back side of your thighs, your calves, or the outer edge of each foot. Pulling your knees out and away from your rib cage. You can sway side to side. Pressing your lower back into the floor. Feet to the sky. Gently sway back through center. Release your feet towards one another. And cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Yes, I can hear you. I'm not sure what is going on with Zoom. The music continues to play, so I don't know if it's the